We just heard my horizontal resequencing project. I thought it'd be a good idea to just quickly outline sort of just what you listened to, how I pieced it together, all that kind of jazz. So this is my logic project. Just for demonstrational purposes, I have everything mapped out so that it can play as one sort of consistent piece of music. So I've got kind of four themes. I've got the more peaceful theme, this chaos region track, which kind of helps to capture sort of being in a territory that's kind of potentially whereby you'd be potentially at more risk of finding an enemy. The battle theme, which is kind of like when you're actually in combat with the NPCs or other players. And then this invincibility theme. So rather than like a location, it's actually kind of more of a state. So I'll just quickly guide you through that. So we have the transitions between each of the sections, and then something that I really like about this invincibility theme is actually that it kind of takes a lot of inspiration from Super Mario games. So it's actually just this battle theme, but played back at sort of twice the speed and pitch shifted up. Quite a few semitones just to kind of, feed into that kind of excitement and that buzz. So I'm just going to switch back over to FMOD now. So FMOD is the middleware that I've been using to set this up. So some of the things I wanted to look at here, this main sort of peaceful theme, there's actually like a melody that's exported as a separate track, and I've got it set up with a probability of 50%, and that's sort of in relation to the playback. So every time you hear this theme, whenever you return to this state, this physical place, you have a 50% chance of hearing the melody. And I just think that sort of offered a little bit of variation. There's kind of individual transitions between each of the sections with lots of fades and different things that I've applied. But one of the more interesting ones is when you leave the chaos region and you go into any of the other states. I've actually got like a multi-output here. So there's three different ways that this track can end. And it just means that there's just a lot more variety. Every time you hear that, there's also, with the invincibility state, because it's more of a state than a location, we have these transitional tags that will send you back to original sections, which means that you'll always hear, whenever you do hear this piece of music, you'll hear it in its entirety before returning to another piece of music, just because it's it's supposed to serve a very sort of specific and very different function. Cool. And then I'll just very quickly take us over to Unity as well. Here we are. So I've kind of made a quite sort of obnoxiously elaborate kind of thing here, but for demonstrational purposes, I have kind of regions that shouldn't really be regions. So the battle theme kind of is actually something that should be played when actually encountering an NPC or another player in battle, but it's just a physical space here. The exploring a field thing, I just thought it'd be nice to have like a little obstacle just to sort of highlight that kind of sense of exploration. Then the other thing is that you've got this coin, which kind of demonstrates like something that you might be able to pick up in the map. And this is stepping in this space is what triggers the state. However, it's not actually supposed to be a location. It's just set up that way so you can hear the music and how it kind of interacts with everything else. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, and thanks for listening.